Nice little montage from Marcos. Happy 32nd birthday to Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Buckets turns 32 today, Leroy.
Seems like he's been in the league forever, don't it?
He is tuning up. He had just signed himself a new contract that takes him until
Four
he's
teams.
36 years old. So he is turning 32 today. Tuning up for this year, Leroy. Very excited to see what Jimmy Butler is going to do. Let me ask you this. In this contract that he's got coming up, all right? So we got this going until he's 36 years old. So that's, 1, 2, 3, 5 more seasons, all right, that he's under contract for the Heat. How many more you got prime Jimmy Butler left? Like, he had one of his best individual seasons last year. Obviously pooped the bed in the playoffs. Was not good in that short series against the Bucks. Nobody was on the Heat. But his regular season, when he wasn't roneted up and banged up, it was really tremendous. All NBA last year. He's had a great start to his Heat career. How many more years do you think you got Jimmy Butler like that?
I would say you can get 3 of the 4 years before I have big questions, because you have to look at the style of game or the type of game he plays. He has a little bit of that D Wade in him, that some portions of his game will age well. But the part that tends to fade away with guys like Jimmy is the number of foul shots he gets per game.
Yeah.
He don't want to take that beating.
It's a huge part of his game. It is a huge part of his game.
So depending on that, he still can post somebody up, the turnaround fade away. He still has that, and he has a lot of size for his position. So I think that portion of it will age well. I just don't know how well the portion that he really excels at is, and that's getting foul shots.
Yeah, you wish if he could go back to what he was, and I don't know what the trajectory of this is, but his 3-point shooting with the Heat is just such a drop off from what it was before in his career. Like, you're talking about like a 36, 35% 3-point shooter. Totally respectable 3-point shooter. And he shot 24% and 25% in his time with the Heat. And man, that would just help him. It feels like it would help him a ton in that, especially in the regular season, of not having to deal with that grind of getting 9 free throws a game.
Well, part of the problem with that is that you have to understand that it's hard on a player over a period of time to be the best offensive player and the best defensive player. Ask LeBron.
Yep.
Where they say LeBron is not the same because he plays one half of the game when he needs to. And that's the same thing that is probably affecting Jimmy right now, is that he has to be the best offensive player and the best defensive player, because everybody on that team is not known for their defense. So when you have to do that, at some point in the season, it wears down. Now add the little banged up injuries he's getting, add the COVID, and you have no legs.
If he could just tune it back, if he's
Kyle Lowry will help with that.
Oh, I definitely think he will.
With that,
I think Kyle's going to help with a lot of that stuff. I mean,
right. So now
for him and Bam,
you're thinking now you have 3 defenders on the floor, right? You just need somebody to if you want to put Bam out on the wing and guard some wings every now and then, you have somebody inside, and now that maybe 3.5, 4 defenders, that's going to take a lot of pressure off Jimmy. You have other scorers. Depending on how Bam excels, you still have dunks. Kyle Lowry is a point guard that can score. That takes some more pressure off Jimmy. So now you're taking a lot of these, you're lightening the load on both sides of the ball. Maybe he can be stronger for longer portions of the season. So you don't have to have him for 40 minutes on a given night. You can still give him his normal minutes and save that energy until playoff time or crunch time.
I also just wondered too what having this offseason was good, because that was, I mean, it was a crazy performance that he had in the finals going into last year. You talk about all the heavy lifting he had to do for the Heat when he was healthy, plus at the run. Like, it probably was a huge reset for him. Just
think
everything.
about this. Nobody played more basketball than either the Milwaukee Bucks or the Miami Heat. The Milwaukee Bucks probably played a little bit more because they made it through the first series and they lost in the second series, or and then went to the finals.
Well, everybody in the conference finals
went to the finals and then came right back and went through the first round.
Yeah, everybody who made the conference finals in the bubble got bounced.
Right.
Everybody got bounced early.
Right. So it wasn't just, Jimmy Butler, but guess what? Did all those teams have a guy that they depended on like the Heat depended on Jimmy Butler?
Denver probably had, I would say, the worst of it because they had, they're relying on
Murray
Jokic and they lost Murray. Right. But we saw it through everything. We saw Jalen Brown on the Celtics got hurt. Anthony Davis got hurt. All those teams, and so it was a really, really, really strange season, and so it does feel like, man, they really do get to revamp it going into this, which I do think gives you a lot of hope as a Heat fan.
If I'm Pat Riley, when the season ended, I would say, yeah, we're disappointed. Go home and get some rest.
Yeah.
Go home, go on vacation. I would make it a requirement. It'll be the one-time deal. No basketball for a month. For nobody. Go and get recharged, re-energized. Just take some time off because in the last 2 years, you've had none. Yeah,
especially I think over the last month, probably you need to do that with Bam a little bit too because he went to Tokyo and played in the Olympics.
Right.
Started for them. So I hope that he's been recharging the batteries too. But yeah, I think that's going to be huge for Jimmy. Huge for Jimmy going into this year. And then, listen, we're seeing swole ass Tyler Herro looking all gunned up.
Oh,
big things happening, baby.
Ooh.
Big things happening, Leroy. Big muscles.
Look at that! I'm swole.
Undo the goat thing.
No.
Come on, bro. It's a little bad.
No. You have Tyler included in every trade before now.
Well, just for Dame Dollar.
Really? Nobody thought he was going to be gone with
Bradley Beal?
Kyle Lowry?
Well, he didn't, though. That's the mastermind that is Pat Riley.
No.
That is the mastermind that is Pat Riley.
I didn't ask you that. Don't answer my question with your own statement.
I didn't think they were going to give him up for Kyle Lowry. Dunks, I was worried. I thought Dunks was going to be a goner.
You would give up Dunks before
Tyler? It was just a question of I don't think you give up Tyler Herro when he's it's a salary cap sport. He was still cheaper. And yeah, the price he was 20, he's 21 years old. Dunks is 28.
Okay.
Doesn't matter though, does it? They're all here. Heat lifers. Heat lifers.
A creative way to avoid
what? Why?
Some of your bad takes.
Why does that make me a bad guy? I don't understand.
You had them both traded.
At certain times. Certain times, no. You can't get mad at me because I'm just looking out in the market. I'm the first one that bought Dunks Coin. Nobody had Dunks Coin before me. I was the first one to invest. Just saying. I'm not going to be judged by you. All right? All you judgers out there. Oh, you traded this guy for this guy. Oh, you traded this guy. Okay. We'll just ring up the teams and offer Doliak. And that'll make the trades happen. You guys got to be grown-ups, okay? Peter Pan. No. You can't just be sitting out.
Here's what I do. I don't set up imaginary trades.
You've never thought of an imaginary trade in your life?
No, here's how it goes. I would say, hey, if you want this guy, you're going to have to give up somebody. That's it.
And then you get mad at me because I have to pick
a player in the trade.
Well, but
then you got to go look that guy in the eye. You got to go ahead. We got to interview Dunks and Tyler.
That's okay.
And if it were up to you, they wouldn't even be on the team.
That's not true. If we had, Bradley Beal, because in that situation we would be interviewing Bradley Beal, so I wouldn't have to tell him about that. Or Damian Lillard.
So you wouldn't care because you wouldn't have to deal with it.
Well, it's nothing against him. Oh, what a disrespect. I would like to have Damian Lillard on the team. Like,
Grow up, Dennis.
Time to move on, Dennis. Yeah, I'm sorry I could just live in this world where, we're going to give up Gabe Vincent and get Damian Lillard. I'm sorry. What world do you live in? What else do you want, Leroy? You want me to tell you that the Lucky Charms leprechaun is real? Stupid kid.
Dude, I am infatuated with this
Are you still looking
Met
at
Gala?
You have been looking at the Met Gala all day, dude.
We lost him for the week. He's
been gone. He's been checked out since 8.
That is it.
Grimes in a sword.
Who the hell is Grimes?
Brett Grimes?
Possibly? She brought a sword in made out of an AR-15 assault rifle.
Remember when Brent Grimes...
And they let her go in there. No, it wasn't. I thought for a second too, but no, that wasn't.
You remember when Brent Grimes had that sick one-handed interception?
Oh, yeah.
That was a great play. Take a break. Final hour of the program coming up after this.